Hello viewers, this is CubicServe98 here. So something about today's video is, well, something you'll notice pretty much right away is that there is no in-game audio. Yeah, this whole segment today is being recorded in post with a commentary. Because I tried to record this segment, I think, 2 or 3 times. I actually don't remember how many times I tried to record this. And also, I have no webcam. I'll explain about that in a little bit. Okay, so first time I tried to record this, my webcam just wasn't working at all. It was just frozen. And I didn't notice this until I think about 5 minutes in. So I just decided, okay, well, you know what? I'll just reset it. And maybe it won't happen again. Maybe this is just a one-time fluke. I don't know. Maybe a cord's loose. So I check everything. Looks good. So I deactivate it in OBS. I reactivate it again. I get about 25 minutes in, and the webcam simply freezes again. That was, yeah, that was just tons and tons of fun. So I basically decided that I would edit the video in such a way that my webcam simply isn't there. Because what's the point if it's just gonna keep freezing, right? And every video from here on just isn't gonna have a webcam in it whatsoever. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. When stuff like that happens, I've basically got just half a mind to simply stop the entire Let's Play and never, ever come back to it. It's just one of the most awful, most demoralizing things for me, and that's why this video is coming along so late. This would have been recorded and uploaded the day after I recorded part 22, but yeah, I've just kind of lost my resolve for this series. It's... I'm not gonna say that it's really bad, but it sucks. It really, really sucked. It's supposed to be a cool, fun thing, and it's turning out to be incredibly frustrating for me. But that's enough of me complaining. We got actual gameplay things to worry about. So, you know, I accepted a couple of quests. There is a quest for this dungeon right here, but I'm not going to be doing that one for quite a while. But we're still here anyway, basically just to fill in the map. And as you just saw, this dungeon actually introduces a new gimmick in the form of invisible FOEs. Well, I guess camouflaging FOEs. They're visible once every 3 steps. And they can camouflage once you're in a battle with them. They're very annoying. And yeah. Now, in the 4th land, starting with the 4th land anyway, it has a really cool battle theme called Strength and Confidence, which sadly you won't be able to hear unless I decide to put some music in post, which I might do. And we have these flame rats here. Flame rats are, well, they're the weakest 4th land enemy. What they do is they can just hit you regularly, or when they're low on health, they can use Flame Fang, which is obviously a fire elemental attack. So if you want to shut them down, just use Hood Circle on them, and that'll kill them good. That's really about all there is to them. And they're weak to ice, so yeah. As you can see, Dry Bones really does a number on them, but that's because they have a bound head. At least I think one of them had bound head. I wasn't actually paying attention there. Yeah, these fights are not really all that interesting, because as you can see, a lot of it is just auto-attacking. I mean, I use my skills for the first turn, and then I just kind of auto-attack those enemies down until they're dead. So, unfortunately, just about every fight from here on is going to get cut out. There's not really a whole lot for me to show. Yeah, this might be my favorite part of the game, but that's only for story-related purposes. As far as gameplay goes, this is where the game kind of just... it kind of takes a dive. For the original Etrian Odyssey, that was the 2nd stratum. So that's the point where you got Relaxing and All Slash, and you can just spam that to get through every fight. And there's a new enemy as well, the Peach Crow, which is a palette swap of the Large Bill. Yeah, I can hit your whole front your whole front line and stun. Yeah. Oh, another problem with this video was that I don't know what happened, but somehow there was something inside of my computer, I swear, that did this. Some living organism in my computer that did this. I ran a test with a loud part of the game's music playing, just to make sure my voice was gonna sound okay, even in the most severe of circumstances. I run the test, everything's fine. I usually record my mic at 60 volume, sounds good, and then I go to actually record, and I stop recording, and for some reason my voice sounds really quiet. Not so quiet that you can't hear me at all, but I go to check my microphone sound settings afterwards, and it's down to 40. I don't even know what happened. I don't understand why that happened. I don't understand how. All I can think is that I have a goddamn gnome living in my computer that wanted to fuck with me or something. So yeah, this whole segment was just one giant train wreck after another, and I don't even know why I kept this fight in. Oh, right, I know why I kept this fight in. It's because, there's a new enemy there called the Medusa Tree, which can hit your whole front line and cause arm bind. Yeah, that's not really a dangerous enemy at all. Well, not on its own, but with other enemies it can be dangerous. Yeah, I spend way too long just trying to figure out what skills I should be using. I don't know what it is I was doing here. I don't even remember what I was saying. I tried to listen to myself in the recording, but yeah. Yeah, this... yeah, there's not really much more I can say about this. We got... Jesus Christ, we have over half an hour left of, this. Exploring this dungeon as well as... what was it, Windy Library or Windy Archive or something? It's... super fun. I had so much fun finding out that I had to do my commentary in post with no audio. I spent way too long trying to get around the... I forget what these enemies are called, but yeah, I spent way too long trying to get around them, whatever they are. Because I thought right here there were two of these guys patrolling, and there's only one in this particular section. There are two in the next section, though, which honestly isn't that bad. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm glad that I decided to cut out several of those fights. You were not missing much. I think it was just fighting more Medusa trees and flame rats. Which, as I've already shown you, are not really that dangerous. Oh, you might notice a couple of pixels on the right side of the top screen. Yeah, it turns out that every time I'd been using a webcam, I was actually overwriting the top screen by a couple of pixels. So that's just great. I thought I had made sure so well that I wasn't doing that, but I guess not. So yeah, there's another reason for me not to use a webcam for this series again. And probably not in any other Let's Play. I'm sure that I'll find some kind of artwork to just throw down there. Because I don't want to have just black space here. There must be something I can use. If I decide to put something in after I edit my voice onto this video, well, there you go. If I don't, well, you can have fun staring at a rectangular black void, I guess. So yeah, we made it past those guys, and there is a chest up here, as well as a passage. And the chest is actually a pretty good burst skill. Well, I'd like to say it's pretty good, but the problem with it is that it costs 4. I tune in just to show it off, but sadly, it's just not that great. Even with Drybone's insanely high tech, it doesn't deal much damage. I had Drybone's skill menu open for some reason instead of using Zeus's Wrath. I don't know what it is I was doing. Why was I spending so long in this segment just doing nothing? So yeah, that's the entirety of this dungeon, just done with at this point. And there's only one quest that you can do here, but like I said, it's such a pain in the ass to do that I won't be doing it until much later. Not until I'm a lot stronger. And of course I made sure to put Flame Wall back on, because that's actually a good burst skill. Because with Dry Bones, Flame Wall is going to do, like, almost 600 damage against particularly susceptible targets. And I saved, and I just went straight on to Windy Archive. Why not? Everybody had good stamina. Yeah, Marangord, Meteor Pumpkin. I mean, they're not bad food items, but they're just not as good as a Prism Pheasant that I picked up. Yeah, don't expect me to read any of this. I'm not doing that. Alright, so there's a new gimmick with the Windy Archive. Basically, wind is always blowing down from the north. That'll quite literally sweep you off your feet. And you have to figure out a way around that. That's about it. Yeah, it's funny how I took about a month-long break from this series. Because I want to be fully enthused for the fourth land. It's my favorite part of the game, like I said. And what have I put out so far? I put out a 40-minute segment, almost, that had way too much talking in it. And then I recorded a segment which had so many unforeseen terrible things happening that it pretty much killed my enthusiasm for making any more videos for this series. Yeah, there's the Flame Lynx, which is not that bad on its own, but I mean, it's got shininess. It's a rare breed. That's bad. Basically, line-piercing fire attack. That's all that's really That's all that I really need to say about it. And I, once again here, spent far too long picking whose skills I should be using. And it didn't matter anyway, because the Flame Lynx ran away, so I wasn't able to properly show it off. And if it's your first time meeting an enemy and they turn out to be a rare breed, but they end up running away, what happens is, it doesn't get recorded in the bestiary. Which I find to be kind of odd, but whatever. I mean, it kind of does make sense, because that's what happened with Loger when you play him the first time. He runs away after 5 turns and he doesn't get recorded into the bestiary. But, whatever. Yeah, we're here to find some Black Flame. That's what we're here to do. That way, skyships can get up to a height of 3, I believe it was. And that's the maximum height for them. Yeah, and I found all kinds of good stuff here. Lots of taking materials. There you go. It's something a bit entertaining, I guess. You know what else is a real pity is that it's not just the battle theme that's really good, it's the exploration theme in the Fourth Land's also really good. Seriously, the Windy Archive, the Echoing Library, Southern Sanctuary, and the final dungeon in this place, the Golden Deer Keep, all have an excellent, excellent score. It's just a pity I can't really be showing that off. Well, I might put it in. I suppose just having total silence aside from my voice would be kind of, not good, especially when I'm spending so much of this time simply complaining. But I think my complaining is a little justified when all these things that are happening to me are just totally beyond my control. Alright, now, I think this is a fight where something kind of interesting happens. Let's see here. Yeah, I used Line Shield in the back, and Cubics nearly gets completely destroyed. Because these guys hit a lot harder than I thought they would, and Drybone's Fire Rune doesn't go off before these guys, like I thought it would. And Amelia, as you can see, is not actually all that strong against them, even when using Ice Slash, but that's alright. Trust me, the Bushi gets a lot stronger later in the game. It's just for right now, they're kinda weak. The reason why Amelia just took less damage than Cubics there is because Fire Rune was active at that point. And yeah, here's the Black Flame, and I'm not going to be reading off any of this dialogue. Again, I really don't feel like doing that. Not in a video that's been recorded, and not in a video that's already been recorded, and I'm doing the commentary in post. So instead, while this is happening, I'll explain something interesting that happened yesterday, the day before I decided to record this. Why am I saying September? July 24th. Ivy and Rose went to go and bathe one of my cats, Frenchie. And Frenchie was very upset about it. They went to go and bathe her in the kitchen sink, and Ivy was wearing special cat handling gloves. which they're not supposed to be able to bite through. Oh boy. Frenchie managed to bite through them. Hard. Like, really, really bad. Frenchie, you hurt my Schwester. You hurt her bad. By the way, I've been learning German in Duolingo for the past week. Hold on, let me actually check. Let me actually check how many days I've been taking German for. I think it's actually 5. Yeah, 5 days. But, yeah. Oh, that story took up pretty much all the time that that event was going on for, so that's fun. So yeah, there's pretty much the entire rest Windy Archive to cover, and this place is a pain in the ass to navigate. There are no shortcuts here, ever, except for that one where the Black Flame is, but that's it. That doesn't help much. As we'll soon be seeing, I really hated this place. I'm gonna point out why I hated this place when we get to that point. I believe that was an encounter against 2 more Flame Lynxes. And you might notice that I still have Double Slash attuned despite not having a Launch Attack anymore on the team. Well, the Bushi's so strong that Double Slash still does really good damage anyway. So it's still dead handy to have. Besides, what if it's a rare breed that happens to be resistant against fire? I've got another option available to me. The fuck was that? What just got disconnected from my computer? Hold on, let me check something real quick. Was that my webcam? Hold on. No, that's still connected. I have no idea what that was. Okay. Wasn't my Wi-Fi adapter. My controller's still connected. What? That is really weird. Alright, there's a new enemy here called the Steel Barb. Like the Deathstalker seen in Lush Woodlands. Okay, I'm gonna explain that jump cut right there. Okay, so the Steel Barbs, like the Deathstalkers encountered in Lush Woodlands, they only attack if they're on the front. And what they do is they attack with a move that has a chance of stoning. A very high chance of stoning. And they're weak against all types of elemental attacks, so Flame Wall will kill them pretty much instantly. So that jump cut there, that was the second point at which my webcam just froze. And the point at which I decided to just forego the whole damn thing. Yeah. So that was fun to have that happen. And I was thinking here that, what was it, Flame Wall wouldn't be enough to kill off that... Oh Jesus, I've already forgotten what it was called. Steel Barb. Yeah, that was it. I was thinking Flame Wall wouldn't be able to kill off that Steel Barb because I thought they were only vulnerable to ice. But no, it turns out they're vulnerable to all types of elemental damage. Yeah, so I was impressed at how effectively that handled them. And that's why I was using Ice Slash instead of Fire Strike, because these Medusa trees are weak to fire, and killing them with fire unlocks a conditional. And I very frustratingly missed with Ice Lance despite having 99 accuracy. I don't get it. I will say, that these fights actually do go over a lot smoothly than they did when I first cleared the 4th land. Because when I first did this, I was using a Night Seeker on the back instead of a Rune Master. Yeah, that was a mistake. I kind of figured the Night Seeker could help out by inflicting ailments upon enemies before I realized how piss poor they are at that compared to the Arcanist. Alright, now right here I'm kind of contemplating if I should go with straight ahead or not, because I couldn't remember if that leads to the treasure for this place. And we'll soon find out that I ended up making the wrong choice anyway. So, yeah. And this is a fight that I thought I had cut out, but I guess not? I don't know. I don't know why I decided to keep this fight in. Yeah, because it's literally no different at all. I guess except for the fact that these Medusa trees keep going after dry bones? I don't really get it. Again, it makes no sense to me. Spend way too much time contemplating where to go. We get some chopping materials, one of which is required for a quest. That was the quest that we undertook before coming in here. The other one required me to catch, I think, 6 fish. Maybe it was 5 fish. Yeah, I think it was 5 fish, actually. It was 3 vegetables, 4... Damn it, I forget what the food Dala wanted in the 3rd land was. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. You needed 4 or something or other for that. And now you need 5 fish. And guess what? I went the wrong way. And I ended up having a jump cut right around here because it took, I think, about 6 minutes for me to go all the way back around again. It fucking sucked. It really sucked. I got into about 5 fights, I think, and in every one of them I ended up having to throw away several items. It was very much the epitome of unfun. And I got into one last fight, this time with 3 flame rats and a Medusa tree, which honestly I should have cut out because there's not really anything cool to show off here. Alright, now those flame rats have a second skill called Hellish Sparks, which they can't use on their own accord. The only time they're ever going to use that is if you see them in an encounter with a flame lynx. At which point the fire rat dies and the flame lynx just lets loose with a very damaging attack. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. Your fortress is pretty much a goner if that happens. And enemies just like to keep going after dry bones. I, again, don't get it. And I spend way too long trying to kill this Medusa tree. And that's that. Now, Cubics and Coastal both hit level 40, which unlocks some ridiculously game-breaking skills for the Medic, Dancer, and Fortress. Of course, Amelia doesn't get any of that stuff. She's only level 36. What did I end up putting a point into? Endure for auto surge. Yeah, that makes sense. Auto Surge is pretty good because at rank 4 you have a 50% chance of triggering your Blood Surge. 45% damage buff at the expense of 5 TP per action is pretty damn good in a regular battle. An HP boost is by far the best survivability boost in the game because at level 10 that gives 40% more HP. Enlightenment is okay. You regain 5 TP whenever you get hit, or rather just when you're attacked. So, yeah. Weak Shield seems really good, but the problem is that it occupies one of your precious buff slots, so it's not very good at all. Guard Mastery, on the other hand, which requires Weak Shield, 2 ranks in order to get, I believe that's 16% chance of just noping an attack entirely. So, that's kind of useful. 16% chance at level 8. So, yeah. You'll want that, but HP boost is better. Again, my Fortress is just optimized entirely for survival above all else. None of the other skills really matter. Come on, let's move it along here. I've got other class skills to talk about here. Quick Step is basically first turn from the original Etrian Odyssey. For the cost of 12, 10, 8, or 6 TP. But you can only get those last two if you're a dancer main. You get to select somebody act first. Shaman's only available at level 40, but it's one of the most game-breaking skills ever. It's even more broken than it was in the original Etrian Odyssey. And you can put 3 ranks in Beat Dance to get the very useful Dance Mastery skill. The more dances you have in effect, the more you'll fill up your burst gauge when your turn comes up. And Speed Boost is one of those things that seems like it would be extremely important to the Fortress. I mean, hey, more evasion on top of Fan Dance, right? No, it doesn't play nice in Fan Dance. In fact, the evasion boost provided by Speed Boost overrides that gained by Fan Dance. And the evasion boost granted by Speed Boost is much smaller. It's only about 9%, I think, at rank 4, compared to 25% granted by 5 ranks in Fan Dance. So, yeah. Not what I'd consider useful. Something else just got disconnected. What is going on today? I've got 2 things plugged into the front of my computer. I have my speaker plugged in into my computer in the back. My keyboard, mouse. I think that's about it. Oh, you know what? It's my webcam as well. My webcam is still plugged in. I need to unplug that already. Because that thing is just broken at this point. Alright, I probably missed explaining my medic skills at rank 40. There's Enlightenment, which is another free healing increase, and that's really, really good. And you can also build up towards Heal Mastery, which provides, I think, up to 30% more healing at its maximum rank, which is also really, really good. So yeah, that's about it. And here's where I flipped off my screen, because I wasn't able to grab the treasure from here. Just contemplating what to throw away. Flame Fang, why not? And I got a very useless Heretics mask out of the deal, which I was kind of pissed off about. Atrophic Eye at level 1 is not a good skill, at all. I was not happy about this. Yep. Don't sell off that quest item. You need it. I sell off a bunch of stuff, and I spend way, way too long contemplating what it is I need to buy before finally settling on the new katana. Because all the new armor really isn't that great. at all. Yeah, still just looking at all the armor that I know isn't very good. Comparing shitty boots to a probably actually worse helmet, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I finally settled on the Uji Katana here, but not after much internal debate. The reason I picked that is because there's 4 forge slots, which is insane. Okay, I really have to just disconnect my webcam already. That's the 3rd time now. There we go, I finally bought the thing. I really should have put the Uji Katana into Amelia's first slot, because that way her regular attacks as well as her skills would probably end up being a lot stronger. I'm actually not sure if I did that here or not. No, it doesn't look like it did. So yeah, I end this video by turning in one last quest. Or rather, just one quest, not even one last quest, and then I just... Yeah, I stop. Yeah, you pity any female explorers in skirts who venture in, but you know what? You seem to be making some assumption they're not wearing bloomers or something underneath their skirts. But you know what? Here's what I have to say about it. Pants are fucking stupid. Seriously. I'm wearing track pants right now, but pants are fucking stupid. I'm just gonna quote Gura real quick. What's the point in buying pants you gotta cut a hole into when you can just wear a skirt or nothing at all? I have worn skirts several times, and I'm in full agreement with her. I spent way too long trying to figure out, oh yeah, Drybone's leveled up. So yeah, I save it right here. I stumble over my words a few times, apologizing for the poor quality of the video, and I end it. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Alright, yeah, I don't really have much in the way of closing thoughts, just that I don't really have much enthusiasm for this series right now. It took me a long time for me to want to actually do this post-recording commentary. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video whenever I decide to get around to it. So yeah, apologies and bye for now and all that other good stuff.